Hello everyone, this is Tricky and welcome back to another top 10 video. I want to thank you guys so much for being so patient with me. I have returned, and if you guys have not seen the update video that I made about 3-4 weeks ago, please check that out. If you are kind of confused why I was gone for so long, there has been a lot going on, but I am finally back and I am very happy to be back, to be honest. I've missed you guys so much. So I will be trying to do the weekly uploads again, so expect fusion videos, Fakémon episodes, and of course Pokemon Sun and Moon update videos. And of course, if you're not interested in Sun and Moon stuff, just skip over it and watch the other stuff. It's not really that hard. But anyway, I want to thank all of you for all of the support that I've been getting lately. You guys got me through a really dark time, and just reading through the comments on that update video made me feel so much better about the situation and everything revolving around that. But again, I just want to thank you guys so much. If you are new to my channel, this is a fan-made Pokemon series. Basically, in these top 10s, we're counting down some really cool fan-made Pokemon that we would love to see in a real Pokemon game. Lucky for us, Pokemon Sun and Moon are coming to us at the end of the year, so we could only imagine what types of Pokemon we will be receiving. On screen right now are our viewer Fakémon. If you follow me on Twitter, you could submit artwork to me as long as you put hashtag TrickyFakémon somewhere in the tweet. If you do not include the hashtag, or if you misspell it, I will not be including it in the video because I won't be able to look it up properly and easily. It's a very simple rule, just make sure you take your time and it ensures that you do not miss out on anything. But anyway, if you do submit art to me, you will have a chance to have your fan art featured in one of my videos. Also check the description for the artists of the top 10. Visit their art pages because they are very talented people who deserve all of the exposure. Go check them out and tell them Tricky sent ya. We have to continue our world domination, darlings. So anyway, enough with all the sappiness and all the tears and all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and get started with our top 10. Taking our number 10 spot, we have Valiard, created by Ep.6. Valiard is the guard dog Pokemon. It is a normal steel type. Its ability is Vital Spirit, and it has an adorable pre-evolution. We got Shepup. So freaking cute. Anyway, its name origin is a mixture of Valiant and a German Shepherd. At first glance, I actually thought this was an Anubis-based Pokemon, or at least a Jackal. It kind of has an Egyptian vibe to it, to be completely honest. That may just be my opinion, but I would like to see a lot more Egyptian-based Pokemon in the future, and especially in Sun and Moon. Speaking of Egyptian-based Pokemon, we got Sun and Moon, and Egyptian lore does have a sun and a moon god, so you never know, the possibilities are always open. Valiard would be a lovely addition to Pokemon. The only thing that I'm a little iffy about is the addition of more normal type dog Pokemon. In Generation 5 and 6, we got Stoutland and then we got Furfrou, and they're both dogs and they're both normal types. Game Freak could possibly be making a new gimmick with normal type dogs starting with Generation 5, but I honestly would like to see more types rather than just normal. A lot of house pet Pokemon do seem to be normal types because they're trying to reflect the realism that comes from Pokemon, but there's dragons, so it's kind of invalid, if you know what I mean. But I am rambling, so let's go ahead and move on. Taking our number 9 spot, we have Clobbopsaur. This was also created by Ep.6. Its name is a combination of Clobber and Dinosaur. It is a hammer tail Pokemon. It is a dragon type Pokemon, and it has the ability Strong Jaw. Clobbopsaur also has a pre-evolution, Trooper. It's very cute and adorable, but it could probably kill you with its tail. Don't let that smile fool you. It will murder you. Well, not really. But anyway, this Pokemon would be a very fantastic fossil type Pokemon, but it is a dragon ground type, so scratch that thought. Well, maybe in the future they could incorporate fossil type Pokemon with ground because they technically come out of the ground, but then again, that may screw up the traditional rock type Pokemon, so never mind. Clobbopsaur is based off of the Ankylosaurus, which is an armored dinosaur. That's pretty cool in itself, and this is a really cool looking dude. So obviously, since it is the hammer tail Pokemon, it uses its tail for a weapon. I could picture this thing using rollout as well. It kind of has that vibe coming out from it, but I would definitely like to see this in a future Pokemon game. This would be great. Moving on to number 8, we have Vulpin, created by Silverava. This is a red panda Pokemon. I've always wanted a red panda Pokemon. Years ago, I made a video, Creatures I Want to See as Pokemon. I think I'm gonna make a sequel because a red panda Pokemon would be amazing. I love Vulpin. I love this design completely. You can see on its little paws it has a plus and minus, and I love that. They could literally make the idea of positive and negative energy into something more creative and freaking cool, and you could actually fight with it and it has a little plug-in tail. This would be a great Pokemon. And if they ever added an electric starter like they did with Pokemon Yellow, and I know that Pikachu is the mascot of Pokemon and everything, but if they happen to add 4 starters, fire, water, grass, and electricity, this would be a great starter final evolution. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below how you would feel about a red panda Pokemon. Are you as hyped as I am? Because I am pretty hyped about it. It's freaking awesome, and it's cute. Moving on to number 7, we have Rapier and Soul Double, created by Master the Creator. These Pokemon are steel fighting type, and I think my favorite thing about this is the color combination. Gray and red together are so pretty. I don't know why, but I just love it. The origin of these Pokemon come from fencing. If you do not know what fencing is, it's basically a sword fight thing that they actually still have competitively. You get this skinny little sword and then you stab people. Well, it's probably not like that, but that's all I know about it, and it's really cool. Classical fencing is an art almost. But in any case, these Pokemon are based off of those fighters or warriors or whatnot. MTC Studios did a fantastic job with these Pokemon. I absolutely love them. They give off a little bit of a Bisharp vibe to them, but there's nothing wrong with that. I would love to see something like this in Sun and Moon or any other future Pokemon game in that sense. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I could always re-record that, but this is my first day back, and I'm having fun with this. Moving on to number 6, we have Driligny. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that right. Driline. Awesome, cool looking snake dragon thing of doom and wonder and beauty. There we go. Let's go with that. So this guy is a dragon poison type, and that is definitely a type I want to see. I want to see more poison type Pokemon and more ghost. I don't think we have nearly enough poison and ghost type Pokemon. But anyway, this is the Night Sky Pokemon. It has the ability Marvel Scale, and its Pokedex entry is this. Astronomers have long used this Pokemon to predict the movements of heavenly bodies. It is more animated beneath the stars. That's gorgeous. So this is a constellation snake dragon thing. I'm all into the horoscopes, and I'm all into stars and anything like that dealing with the night sky. I just love nighttime, which is why I was kind of staring towards Pokemon Moon, but I can definitely see this as a legendary for Pokemon Sun and Moon. But this cool little thing actually has a pre-evolution. Its pre-evolution is Nebulet, and it is a poison type Pokemon. It's very cute, and Ekans and Survivor would love to have it in its little sneaky family. Moving on to number 5, we have Woolcup, created by Otaku Man or Sims76 on DeviantArt. This little guy is so cute. It's adorable, but do not be deceived. Woolcup is the black sheep Pokemon. It is a fairy type, and it seems all sweet and innocent and lovely and adorable, and yeah, sure, why not? But its evolution is probably one of the most creative things I've ever seen, and I would love for Pokemon to do something like this. Its evolution is Hoowolf, or Howolf, or Winwolf. Okay, I'm stopping. But it is the big wolf Pokemon. It is a fairy dark type. I love the theme to this Pokemon so much. It is the wolf and sheep's clothing theme, and it's so creative and it's adorable. It was a wolf the entire time. I think the fairy dark typing is absolutely perfect. I would love to have this on my team. Not only is it cute, I think it's hilarious. Moving on to number 4, we have Wolverize, created by Zerodez. This is a fire dark Pokemon. It is the Pyro Beast Pokemon. It has the ability Blaze, and this would be a lovely candidate for a starter type Pokemon. We've seen fire fighting, we've seen fire psychic, so fire dark would actually complete that little trio thing that they got going on, and it would be a great addition. I would use this. I would pick the Pokemon that evolves into this because it's awesome. At first I thought it was a Wolverine, but it's a freaking wolf. That makes it even more intense, and it makes me love it even more. It's a werewolf that's on fire, and it could burn people. I need to stop with this burning people thing. I don't think that's healthy. Its pre-evolutions are absolutely adorable. We have Barkendel, then Barkendel evolves into Wolflaze, and then it turns into Wolverize. Wolverize is such a freaking cool name, but this isn't even its final form. I can't believe I just said that, but its mega evolution is pretty intense as well. It honestly reminds me a little bit of Emboar and a little bit of Mega Lucario, but I'm not really complaining because this is a great design, and I would definitely love to see this in the future. Please give us a wolf starter Pokemon. Wolves are freaking cool. Pokedex entry is pretty cool too. The temperature of a Wolverize's flame can reach up to 2000 Fahrenheit. Fire makes me happy. Moving on to number 3, we have Slime. Slambalos, created by Buddy Ivy. I don't really have a lot of information on this guy, but he is really cool and I love his design. I think a ghost dragon type would be very, very nice for this. He kind of looks a little spooky. He's on the spooky side, so I wouldn't mind seeing that. That or a dark type, but I honestly think that dark types are a little bit oversaturated right now. Buddy Ivy also drew another Pokemon that I originally thought was a pre-evolution to Slambalos, but it wasn't at all. But I still think it's really cool and I still wanted to share it. This here is Nanofly and I love it. I would love to see a bug type Pokemon that kind of looks like this because it's so different. I know it's completely unrelated to Slambalos, but I just wanted to share it anyway. So let's go ahead and move on to number 2. Taking on number 2 spot, we have Hugon. I think that's its name. But anyway, this was drawn by Furgon. It is a fire ice type. I need it and I want it. And I really wish that table Pokemon would evolve into it. That would be a lovely plot twist. I think that table Pokemon, what's his freaking name? See, that's how bad it is. Hang on, I gotta Google it. Okay, Avalugg. I didn't totally just Google that, even though I just said that I did. Now I feel bad for it for calling it a table. But wouldn't it be a cool plot twist if Avalugg actually evolved into this thing? I think Bergmite is absolutely adorable. And if you look at the head of this Fakémon, it honestly looks like a Bergmite. So maybe it could even be a split evolution. You just use a different evolution method and then boom, you get this awesome fire ice Pokemon. I definitely think this is a nice design. I think a 3-part evolutionary line would be perfect for this guy, and I would definitely love to see something like this in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now, before I reveal number 1, I just wanted to remind you guys that this is a series. There is a playlist in the description below if you want to check out the other Fakémon videos. If you love Pokemon and you want to see what may happen in Pokemon Sun and Moon, go check out those videos. We have a lot of fun trying to predict what we're going to be seeing. Also, leave a like. They help out a lot more than you think they do. But yeah, join the family. We're doing world domination tomorrow. Yeah, so you should help us take over the world because it's fun and we have cookies and stuff. Taking our number 1 spot are actually 2 Pokemon, but they come in a pair, so I didn't really have a choice. I had to include both of them. These are the Hope and Despair Pokemon. The Hope Pokemon is Batara, a fairy electric type, and it's absolutely beautiful. It is a fairy electric type, and that is another type combination that I would love to see. I think I should probably make a video about that. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to see a type combination video by me. But a Pokemon like this wouldn't be a bad legendary for Pokemon Sun, even though I would imagine it to be a fire type. But the second Pokemon in this pair is this guy. I probably would change the name, considering his name is Sitten. It's literally Sitten. Probably not a good name for a children's game, but his design's really cool. He is a fire dark type, and you could probably guess where he's from. I think that these designs are really cool. The artist did a fantastic job with both of them. The color combinations are really nice, and they make a pretty good pair. I remind you guys to check out all of the artists in the description below. And that concludes today's top 10. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section below what types of Pokemon you would like to see for Pokemon Sun and Moon, or in general. These are my social links. Be sure to follow me for more updates and a lot of other good stuff. Follow me on Tumblr if you want to see a lot of nonsense. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see selfies, dogs, and cats. Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.